It's not good morning. I think morning, right?
Yeah, it's morning. It's 11:46, so still we can say good morning till 12. Okay, I was waiting for you. I was
Me
about to
too.
close. Okay, then as we are meeting for the first time, could you please introduce yourself?
Man. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Shubham, and I am from Jharkhand, Hazaribagh. And if I talk about my educational qualification, I have done BSc Agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
In,
Can you, sorry for interrupting you. Can you please stand somewhere because your backside sunlight is there, so your face is not that much clear. And if you can stand somewhere, it would be easy for me to talk to you because if you are moving, then it becomes quite, yeah.
okay, so is it fine?
Now it's fine. You can, yeah, carry on by introducing yourself.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Shubham, and I'm from Jharkhand, Hazaribagh. If
Okay,
I talk about my educational qualification, I have done BSc in Agriculture Department.
great.
And as far as my hobbies is concerned, actually, I'm so sorry for that. If I talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are playing cricket, hanging with friends. Yeah, so this is about me. Thank you so much.
That's nice. Okay. I'm glad to hear that you play cricket because that is one kind of physical exercise, right? These days, people don't have passions to do some co-curricular activities and playing games because of this smartphone. Everyone is busy with the mobile phone. So, do you play every day?
Yeah, sometimes, not every
Okay.
time, but whenever I feel
Mm-hmm.
like play,
You get time.
play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you want me to introduce myself or do you already know about me?
Actually, I know about you. I have watched some
Okay.
of your videos on YouTube. So that's why I thought
Okay.
of connecting with you to make a beautiful conversation. So if you want to tell
Mm.
about yourself to the viewers, you can, please.
No, my viewers, I think they know about me. I think it's okay. And thank you for
Actually,
approaching
this
me
video
to
I
on.
will upload on my YouTube channel. So that's why I'm
Oh, you
requesting
you
you.
have also you have also YouTube channel. Okay, then let me introduce myself as well.
Thank you so
So,
much.
as you know, my name is Mohsina. I'm talking to you from Assam. Moreover, I have completed graduation and I hold a B.Ed degree. Furthermore, I am a homemaker, mother to two kids. On top of that, I'm a part-time spoken English tutor and I run one YouTube channel. I have started my YouTube channel for 3 months by the name English with Mohsina, where I try to upload conversational videos and some solo videos as well, where I try to impart my knowledge related to English, whatever I have. This is all about me in a nutshell. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So it was amazing introduction from your side. I really
Thank you.
appreciate. So
Okay,
okay,
so
so go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, so how long have you been on YouTube? When did you create your channel?
Actually, I created a channel last year, but I was not consistent on that.
Okay.
So in the month of June in 2024, I thought of continuing uploading
Mm-hmm.
some video on my YouTube channel. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, since then, but I have done only three conversational video.
Okay, okay. So is it
Just
also related to spoken English?
yes, absolutely.
Okay, okay. And what have you understood? The algorithm, how should we try to work on so that we get subscribers and views as well? Because I'm quite new here and you are quite experienced than me.
Actually, I'm not working for getting the subscriber. Actually,
Okay.
I want to work on that to improve my communication skills in English language. So
Oh,
that's why,
okay. Oh,
because in
okay.
the middle of the June, I started learning this
Mm-hmm.
language. Then I have been practicing. I
Mm-hmm.
have been working on my spoken English.
Middle of the June 2024, or
20, yeah,
you started your journey of spoken English.
yes.
Okay, before 2000, that time, what was your level?
No, spoken English?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm beginner. I'm not
Mhm.
consider myself that I'm on advanced level. Not because even I make mistake. A lot of mistake I make while speaking English, especially with a stranger.
Okay, why so that? Do you feel nervous, or do you
Uh,
think that maybe if I make
Sometimes I feel nervous. You can say.
It happens, it's normal, quite normal. We all feel nervous at times. We feel sometimes confident, sometimes we also feel underconfident. But this is the part of learning.
Okay, okay.
hmm Okay, then, yeah. Do you have any question for me?
Yeah, actually, I have a few questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd like to ask you. So, actually, if anybody wants to learn this language, so how much will it take to improve their communication skills in
Okay.
English? Actually,
Communication is quite different from the spoken English. I think you know that, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Communication, yeah, it is different. So when it comes to fluency and learning this language, it varies from person to person, because some people can learn things quickly, some may take much some time. Okay, that is one point I would like to say. Another point is that, see, if someone is giving time every day, if someone is determined that I'm going to practice English for next 6 months consistently, and one person is there, he or she also wants to learn this language, but he is not giving that much of time, only 1 hour in a day, or the person is practicing 2 days in a week, and the both person, after completing 6 months, you tell me that who is going to become fluent or whose English will improve?
Yeah, actually, who is consistent on that?
Consistent. So it depends on that how much time you are giving. It will, I can't say directly that okay it takes, but one thing I can tell you that it takes time to become or to have the command over English language. It takes years and years, but we can get the fluency and confidence if you practice, or if someone practices for 6 months, 4 to 6 months, constantly, regularly.
Mhm.
And mostly the person has to give time for listening. Surround yourself with listening English contents. It doesn't matter where are you. If, for example, you are a businessman, right?
Yeah,
Do you have shop?
yes, I have.
So on the way, when you go to your shop, you can use your earphone, you can listen to English contents. When you are in the shop, if there is no customer, you can read English content, English books. You can watch English contents attentively. Try to learn new vocabulary. When you come across through some new vocabulary, you don't know the meaning, then try to jot it down in your notebook. So if someone does in this how, then the person can definitely learn English quickly, but still it takes some time. It depends how much the person is devoting time to learn this language.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so another question I have that if anybody want to improve the accent, the way native speakers speak, in the
hmm
same way anybody wants to speak, so what uh, does he can?
Actually, I'm not quite fascinated to have this accent, but still, if you ask me, I think that one thing you can do, or someone, if someone wants to get the accent, shadowing practice, the person has to listen to the native speakers only, without bothering to understand what they're speaking. The person has to keep listening to that native speakers only, and then keep imitating with them. Just do the shadowing, the way they're speaking. Try to fake that you are also speaking like that person, even without bothering about grammar and all. Just practice shadowing at least 30 minutes to 1 hour every day if you want to get that accent. Listen to native speakers only, because once you listen to someone regularly, constantly, for long period of time, that sound will come to you naturally. And one another best way is that if you can find someone who is the native speaker and you can converse with that person on call, it may be audio or video call, on a regular basis or often, then definitely you will get the influence of their
Okay.
accent. Yeah.
So actually, I have been trying to follow those videos uh, who belongs to native speaker accent.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So actually, I do shadowing practice. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, I'm getting some improvement on my speaking style, you can say. So
Mm.
yeah, that's how I do on my daily basis. I do shadowing practice so that I
It
can improve my speaking
That's great.
level.
You keep doing it and try to observe that how they are pronouncing words. Because if you have accent but you are not able to pronounce words correctly, I think it is futile. So try to observe that how they pronounce, how they put the stress, intonation, voice modulation, and it will take some time. So you need to have some patience to get the accent. I think it may take maybe more than years. I don't have experience because I am not trying to do that, but it will take some time, but eventually you will get the accent.
Thank you so much.
I have spoken to some people who have good accent, and this, even though if they don't sound like native speaker, but they're quite near to native speakers. So I have asked them that how did you learn or how did you get this accent and this kind of quality of speaking. You don't have any kind of mother tongue influence. So they told me, I have been talking to native speakers, I have been to listening to contents from native speakers only, and then by doing the shadowing practice. And they mostly told me, I have been listening to or talking to people or doing the shadowing for 2 years, 5 years, 4 years. So it takes time.
Yeah. So actually, I don't have environment of speaking English, so it's very rigorous to me to find a good time to practice English with my friends. But I
Mhm.
don't have any kind of friend whom I can practice my English to improve my English level.
You can practice to yourself.
Hmm.
You can practice to yourself. Pick one topic and just record your voice. When you are in shop, keep the mobile in front of you and just whatever comes in your mind, or you can talk about any topic, speak it out, observe your body's just facial expression. And these days, I do agree that we don't have the natural environment of speaking English in our surrounding. However, there are lots of platforms, virtual platforms are there where you can practice to people, right, with the people. for, ex- for example, Skype groups are there. You can just drop a message that who is free now for audio call or video call. You can practice with them. There are some applications, for example, Ace Fluency, Hello Talk. There are other applications I have heard from people, Open Talk, Free Talk. Even I didn't use that. But I think you will find people to talk to. At least if you talk to someone 1 hour every day or minimum 30 minutes, it is enough. And apart from that, talk to yourself all the time. Talk to yourself in your mind loudly. It is also gonna help you tremendously.
Okay. So, ma'am, as you said that you are a teacher of
Mm,
spoken, English, right?
yeah.
So, you have a student for offline or online?
Online. I give classes through online. Actually, I have been learning this language for through 2.5 years, and some of the people got to know about me that I have learned this language, and they started approaching me that I want to learn from you. And I began my journey of guiding people since 2024 January.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
And now it is my dream. I want to become proficient spoken English trainer as well as communication skill coach. So I am trying to work on that. I'm trying to improve my skill.
Okay,
Okay.
so actually, while speaking with this stranger, with a student, not a
Mm,
stranger,
mhm.
actually, it has taken your subscription, right? So actually, while teaching them, what
Mm,
kind of problem you face mostly? To if you have any topic to explain, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So actually, in between explanation, what kind of do you find any problem in that
You
while
are
again
asking about from my side or from their side?
from your side and as well as from the student?
I see. I do one thing that I beforehand I try to give them some topic that prepare about this topic so that it becomes easy for them. So when I give the topic, I what I do, I also try to gather some knowledge regarding that those topics. Simultaneously, I also ask them that try to learn some vocabulary or try to use this vocabulary while speaking. And initially, I give them simple kind of topics. Slowly and gradually, I try to make it little bit difficult, and sometimes I ask some questions only. And sometimes we do activities, role playing, becoming doctor and patient, then customer and the shopkeeper. In this I try to make it entertaining, sorry. Yeah,
So I think by doing that kind of activities, they can improve their English. They can give us a confidence.
definitely. Definitely they can. See, we when we get the feedback, it becomes easy for us to improve. However, the thing is that if you are not putting effort, if you are just taking the feedback and you know, yeah, yes, in this part I'm lacking. However, you need to put the effort from your side. Where you are lacking, you have to make some. I have noticed that after giving the feedback repeatedly, they again make the same kind of mistakes. You know why? Because they are not taking it seriously. They don't have that much of time to work on themselves. Only by taking classes for 30 minutes it is not gonna help if they are not willing to give the effort from their side.
Yeah, absolutely. 30 minutes is not good enough for
Yeah.
speech for the learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So now, the more we put effort in that, the more we will become comfortable in.
definitely, exactly, yeah, you are right.
So, ma'am, if you have any question for me, you can ask.
Okay, so I just want to ask one thing, that you are doing business, so are you not interested in doing job?
No, actually, before COVID-19, I was in abroad. I did job around 11 years under someone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I have been to Indonesia, Bangkok, and Dubai. I have
Okay.
experience about out of India little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but that point of time I was not good at speaking in English.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that point of time I thought I should work on my speaking English,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, since then I thought that I will work on my speaking English, and I will improve my speaking. So actually, that point of time, I didn't have any kind of platform where I could practice.
Mm-hmm.
So fortunately, you can say I found a CV platform,
Mm-hmm.
and I started practicing my English from there. And
Okay.
still, I'm practicing. Still, I'm working on my spoken English, and hope I will
Mm-hmm.
become an active communicator in English language one day if I keep practicing like this.
Apparently, certainly you can do that. It takes some time, just but if we keep learning, every day we are progressing. Even though it is not visible now, but after a while, if you compare yourself, okay, how I was 1 year ago or 6 months ago, you will be able to see the tangible result in your speaking. That is like tremendous change. You will be able to notice that.
Yeah,
We must have
absolutely.
some patience. We must have some patience. Yeah.
Because I know where I belong to, there is no one except me who
Okay.
can speak. I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning this language, and I'm a student, you can say, for
Mm-hmm.
spoken English, and I have to be a student until I get the success in English.
Yeah, even though see I am guiding learners, but I consider myself also as one learner. I am also learning things by giving classes. When I give classes to them, they ask some questions, they face some difficulties, I also need to work on that. And in this how I am also a learner, I can say learner, and I am also a part-time tutor. So there is no end of learning, and there is always room for improvements. The more we learn, the more we understand that okay, I don't know this thing, that thing. If we have the desire and dream to learn, we can learn every day till our last breath, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's very. So actually, I want to start an English spoken institute here. Uh,
Okay.
so that's why I'm here, and I would like to help those students who are really struggling with this language.
Mm-hmm.
So after becoming much fluent, and not
Mm-hmm.
because
Definitely,
I
you
start
can
now, I
become.
get stuck in that side, right? So that's why when I become fluent in this language, because
Mm-hmm.
when I was in college, I was good at grammar, I was good at reading, I was good at writing. But that point
Mm-hmm.
of time, I was not able to express my thoughts and ideas in English language. So that's
Yeah.
why I decided to myself somehow I will become fluent in English language.
You are already fluent in English. Why are you considering yourself? You are not a beginner. You are not a
So
beginner.
actually, what happens with me, I always try to use new vocab in my
Mm-hmm.
conversation. But
Okay.
at that point of time, what happens with me, I get,
Mm-hmm.
I forget, I
It
forget
happens
that,
to everyone.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my mind goes a blank at a certain
Mm.
time. I forgot completely. What should I say tonight?
It will not happen if you practice consistently. If you talk to strangers slowly and gradually, will feel confident talking to different people. Then naturally those vocabulary will pop up in your mind. Now you may have that fear that I may make mistakes, what the other person is going to think about me, I am not good at English. If you think these things in your mind, then you won't be able to use new vocabulary because you are already petrified regarding your spoken English. So don't need to worry about that thing. What I have observed that you are already fluent in English. Just what I have told you, try to record yourself, and while recording try to use those new vocabulary whatever you have learned already, so that it becomes easy for you to use. And when you practice with co-learners, try to use those new vocabulary with them, and if they are also willing to learn, you can also teach them. Not exactly teaching, you can also share with them. Say, Today I have learned these two vocabulary, and the meaning of these vocabularies these," and you can also give some examples using those vocabulary. You can also ask the other person to give some examples, and it will be easy for you to remember then. And repetition is important. Now today if you have learned two or three vocabulary, and you don't revise, you don't try to again use those vocabulary, what will happen after 7 days? It will not be in your brain. You will not be able to remember and recall. You will think that okay, I learned 2 3 vocabulary, what were those? Some of the part will come in your mind. So repetition is important. Repetition and revision is too much important to remember and recall vocabulary.
Okay, after 7 days.
No, no, I just gave one example. I just gave one example that if we don't use and if we don't revise, it happen. Even it happened to me as well. These days, if I am using some vocabulary and after some days I have learned new vocabulary, but I'm not using the previous vocabulary, I notice that where those vocabulary have gone, I'm not using those previous vocabulary. So if I again want to bring up those vocabulary while conversing with people, then again I have to revise and I need to repeat, or I need to again open my notebook. Okay, what were those vocabulary? Just revise those vocabulary, then only again I will be able to use it. Not exactly
Okay.
7 days, I just gave you one example.
Okay. So as you said that you are from Assam, right?
Yeah.
So is there any environment of speaking English surrounding you with
No.
how you can practice when you speak, you can communicate with them?
I can say that I don't have environment, but only one thing I've noticed that as my children they study in a English medium school. So when I go to my children's school, I if I meet their teacher, then I can talk to them in English only. But it happens once in a blue moon, right? I don't go there or I don't need to talk to them. But otherwise, I don't have environment. My friends, they don't talk to me in English. But that's the reason I have some friends from virtual life. I was practicing on Ace Fluency. So from there, I made some female friends who are also so eager and keen to learn this language. They have also passion to do something in life. So it's been more than 1.5 years. We have been talking to each other. Still, we do talk to each other in English only.
Okay, because of English, you made a friend.
Yes, yes, yes. Female friends, they are also mother. They also want to do something from different states. I do have friends, and now on don't we don't just talk about our spoken English only. Now we have good bonding with each other.
Yeah, actually, what happens because of English, we are connecting today
Yes,
as we are talking right
yes,
now. Because of
true.
it happened because of English. So most of the people don't give much importance on English.
Yes, I can say that. In my place, still it is happening, and that's the reason most of the homemakers they are not able to teach their children. It's not like that they can't do it. Most of them are well educated, but because of this language barrier, they are not confident enough to teach their own children. So I try to encourage them that if I have also studied in vernacular medium, entirely in Assamese medium school and college. So if I can speak in English as I am also able to learn this language, then definitely you also can learn. Just come out from your comfort zone. I have suggested many of my friends then start watching contents in English. You can watch simple stories, children's cartoons, because those are easy to understand in initial days. Try to talk to your children basic English, basic sentences every day. You are talking to your children in your mother tongue. Meanwhile, try to use some sentences in English. That is the initial days we should do it, because initially we are not able to speak continuously. It is not possible for anyone. So just we have to take the initiative to talk basic sentences, and slowly and gradually there are so many platforms. You can try to use those platforms. If you want to take some help from some tutor for a couple of months to get the confidence level in yourself, then you can do that, because we need it. Initially I started practicing with one of my cousins because he studied in English medium school. Then I joined one tutor as well. The tutor was also like me. He is also YouTuber, but these days he is not active on YouTube. And he also learned this language, and then he started guiding people. I got to know him from YouTube, and I approached him. Then I started learning from him. Then I started using his fluency application. And then my YouTube, that tutor, he uploaded one video with me, and from that video people got to know about me, and they started approaching that I want to learn from you. And now as I have started my YouTube journey, from there also I am getting some students, some learners. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
then, Shubham, it was
Go ahead.
really nice talking to you. I thoroughly enjoyed the session. It was really fruitful. Yeah, thank you.
So I think it's time to move on from this call.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
Maybe.
ma'am. Next time I will come up with a new topic with you so that I can get a much you can say vocabulary new. You can learn a new vocabulary from that topic.
Okay,
So
sure,
definitely
sure.
come to with not
Mm.
of new topic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Have a great day ahead.
You too, ma'am. Thank you so much.